What did you guys think about the EP forum? And then we'll get into all the other stuff too.
It was dope. It was awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. I really enjoyed just like the ability to ask questions live and then just to see it just pop up on the screen and everything, and have everybody just see it and answer you and talk about it and everything. That was probably my favorite part, and just the open-endedness of it.
And it was cool to have all the questions up on the board, because even some of the questions that y'all didn't get to, like during the breaks, you know, there'd be other people that like had that same question, or you could talk to you or Elijah or whoever about, oh, well, you know, I had this question, you guys didn't get to it. Can we talk about it, or, you know, whatever. So that was cool too.
I've been on the lecture spec, death by PowerPoint. I've done PowerPoints for use of force throughout my law enforcement career, training, case law. Your format, way better. It's more dynamic. It causes your audience to stay engaged. They weren't just drifting off. Okay, I think I know this information. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. They said something that jogged my memory. Let me ask this question. It kept us engaged. It kept us thinking, kept us following the conversation. You know, it just wasn't, here's the information, here's the information, here's the information. It was, come on, get into this. This is how we grow. So loved it.
How'd you guys like the party we threw on the in the penthouse, man?
It was dope. I got to the Cosmopolitan and I was like, dang, you need a card to get up there. And I'm like, man, like I have no idea how I'm about to get up here right now. Yeah. So I'm walking back and forth, and one of the sponsors who I talked to from, I believe it was Tiger Protection Group out of Texas, he was like, oh, hey Mo, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm good. And it's him and his whole like entourage. He was like, are you trying to get up there? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay, well, you can come with me. They have somebody coming down there right now. When I was like, oh yeah, you know, like it gave me the affirmation, like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like it gave me the affirmation that, like, you know, I did the things I was supposed to do, you know, like I didn't necessarily remember this person, but they saw me and knew my name and knew who I was. And they were like, yo, like, you can come with us and we'll bring you up there with us. You know,
everybody was like super, super welcoming and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, shit, I belong here, right? And that's real. And that's something that I took from that night. Like, even when I got back home, I work today, there's another level of confidence, like after, like not just going, but, you know, you're talking to these people, you're in the same room with them, you in a room where 600 other people that signed up for this thing wish they could be in. And I'm sitting there having a conversation with Christian West, like we done been friends for 10 years.
I came into like the forum and the conference, like, dang, you know, I've only been really like focused on strictly this game for a couple months, and I'm 23. And then I get to the conference and I'm like, everybody that I meet, like, you're 23? How long you've been doing this for? Or, you know, and then it ended up being one of my strengths, because that's what people remember me for. So I probably had like 3 or 4 people reach out and say, like, listen, Mo, as soon as you got your stuff, call me, I got stuff for you. And I'm just really excited and just beyond blessed to have just went out on a limb like that, and to see the fruits of my labor just come back, you know, like so well. It just gives me a whole new level of confidence in like what this game could have in store for me in the future.
I just want you to know I'm paying attention to what's going on with you and the rest of the group, but a lot of times I can't participate because I'm working.
Yeah, understood.
But you know, like I said to you the last time, just keep it up. I mean, the word's spreading, even out east. You're bringing in new blood, and you don't seem to have an ego about it. And you're trying to help bring in new people and get stuff staffed. But the blue bloods, the older guys, they're still trying to hang on to the reputations by maintaining a career that's paying them money so they can pay their bills. But they're not doing anything to bring upon the new generation that's going to replace them. I went through your course and I was just like, damn, I mean, that was probably about $8,000 worth of information right there that you got in that course, and no one probably knows about. I've been in this game probably since working with some 3-letter agencies back in the 80s.
Wow.
So I've just kind of dated myself a little bit.
Yeah, man.
And the stuff on that course, was quantity valuable, but was no bullshit. Straight to the point. I was honest. I've got a client that's going to retire this year. Where's a good place to get some really good residential training?
PFC out of Vegas, man. They talk about writing policy. The guys that teach it are very locked on.
Again, your course, what it did for me, it just gave me a great overview of what the things that I didn't know and the things that I didn't know as you go. It's like, I mean, is it good for everybody? Yes, absolutely.
Get everybody's contact info, work with them, serve the team, make everyone else look good, make plays, build the team, and work well with everyone. And then after the detail, hey man, it was solid. Working with you was awesome. You're a solid agent. Honored we're connected. You ever need anything again, hit me up. Those guys are all billboards for you that go out into the industry. And when they get hit up by their employer and they're like, yo, we need 8 guys, call your friends. You're going to be the friends.
Thank you, and thank you.
I'm old school. I hate contacting people when I'm not ready to roll because I don't want them to have a memory that this guy ain't ready to roll. Why is he bothering me? I want to leave them with a good taste in their mouth. This guy has some experience. He's an open book. He's ready to learn, but he don't have the creds to work in my state yet.
I think the power is in how you word it. Hey, it was nice meeting you at the conference was beautiful. It gave me a great glimpse into the industry. I'm looking forward to getting my creds and all that stuff. As you know, I have my LEOSA or my HR 218. But the second I get it, I'll let you know. But for now, glad we're connected. That way they know that you're aware and you are waiting on the state of California, but you value them. You had a good time meeting them. And you are reaching out.
I put a video out on Instagram. I just want to say I really appreciate you being just the leader and the mentor and the teacher that you've been to me. You've opened a lot of doors for me, and you have given me a lot of confidence to dive into this industry. As hard as I can, and not and the whole pay now, cry later, and also like if you want people to invest in you, you have to be willing to invest that time into yourself. And I just wanted to say, thank you for taking the time that you did during the forum, the conference, and the party to just like stop and talk to me as much as you did, and just being that really big leader, for like what I want to do with my life, and I really appreciate it, brother.